there, Starscream back for a quick review, and this is going to be an interesting one. I've done him before, but not to such depth with the toys. Now, Shockwave. I'm going to talk about the Generation 1 character, and that's the only one that I'm going to talk about, the character. The others are irrelevant to me as far as I'm concerned. Generation 1 toy and character is the only thing that counts. So, you can tell before I start, yes, he's had an accident, alright, no prizes for guessing. He doesn't come without an arm like that. He fell over too many times and lost it, alright? And I tried to put a replacement thing on and that's fallen off too. So, I'm not doing it anymore, I'm just looking for a new one altogether. For the time being, this is the very original one I've had for like ever. So I'm going to keep it for the time being. Nostalgic value. Anyway, character in... I'll hold it this side, you can't see the problems then. Character in Generation 1 cartoon show. He's left to guard Cybertron. He's very loyal to Megatron. Very logical, very meticulous, does everything to the letter. Transforms into some futuristic flying laser gun. Yep. That's about it, really. He stays on Cybertron most of the time. In actual fact, I don't think he ever comes down, does he? No, he doesn't. I mean, he's in the movie. He says, Decepticons, scramble! And apparently there's some bits cut out where Unicron either laser beams him or crushes the particular part that he's on. All the other Decepticons scatter, and he's commanding them like this and giving them orders, and Unicron just comes down and it's the end of Shockwave. Okay, gone. That's it. At least he's had sort of an ending. Anyway, I think that's a fan-based interpretation. If you're left to watch the cartoon, you just see him and that's it. You don't know what the hell happens to him. But that's the cartoon continuity one. As I said, he's completely logical and loyal to Megatron. Now, the cartoon one is different because the comic one's different. The cartoon one is the cartoon one. No, the cartoon's different from the cartoon because it's the same. Yes, that's it. No. The comic book run's different. He is so logical that when he computes things out to the nth degree, he suddenly realises, well, Megatron, you know, functions on rage and anger, almost emotions, almost human-like emotions, isn't it? Irritation, frustration. Well, I don't have that problem. I'm completely logical. I would be the better leader of the Decepticons, not because I'm power-hungry like Starscream, it's because it's the logical thing to do. I would be the better leader. So that's his interpretation of events. Now, he can pretty much fathom out Autobot strategies and tactics because he is a tactician, first and foremost. But the thing where he comes a cropper is with humans, because they're too irrational and erratic. He can't get his head round it. They're not functioning logically. Why did they do that? That just doesn't make any sense. What a stupid thing to do. Well, that's us humans. We do stupid things all the time. But he can't work it out, so that's his biggest flaw. So the humans, yet again, undermine the Decepticons or the Transformers or the way they function or their brain processes. And because he's so damn logical, he has this problem. Now, initially in the comics as well, he comes to Earth first. He was after Dinobots, so he had a fight. He gets buried by them, he obviously loses, then comes back again, then gives himself an Alt mode, then comes and blasts all the Autobots, then takes over command from the Decepticons, blah blah blah. It's a very interesting run, actually. I like him in the comics. It's a really good standout one in the comics, but before I ramble on about character and character-driven processes, needless to say, the character of the comic one is the most interesting and fascinating, actually. Right, now let's go through the toys, shall we, which is really what you want to see. Generation 1 Shockwave, a nice purple colour. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Should have a gun arm, makes sounds. Missing battery cover like they all are. Is he missing it? Yeah, battery cover missing. Missing gun barrel cover. It's got a problem with droopy ears. All in all, it's a pretty appalling version of the toy I've got, but it's mine and I kind of like it because I've had it so damn long. Now, there's a Robot Shack variant, which is fine, and there's another variant. Now, this isn't the grey one that you'd necessarily think it is. I'll tell you why, for two reasons. Look at the chest. It looks like he's got two reverse lights there, doesn't it? And on here, he's just a direct variation, look, see? It's a different front piece to that one. Now, this is a direct variation of the grey RoboShack one. Or is it Tandy? One or the other. This one isn't. It's not. It's as much as original as the other one is. So, you can't call it a knockoff. It's just a different variant. Now, also, his gun barrel cover here, as you can see, has a handle. And his hand has a handhold for holding it. Now, that's different because the original one did not have a handhold. See? It's transparent. Neither did the Radio Shack one, and neither did they have a handle on it, because it'd been pointless without a handhold to hold it in. Ha! Try saying that 5 times fast, because I sure as hell ain't. Right, now what other variants do we have? We have Action Master Shockwave. Action Master Shockwave. Action Master Shitwave. He's crap. You know I hate Action Masters. Now, this is Tidal Wave. Now, the thing is, Tidal Wave is in the show now. I think it's in Energon, isn't it? And his problem is... Oh, no, it's Armada, isn't it? Armada. He's in Armada, I think. But they actually changed the animation. They changed him to a greeny colour. So this one was meant to be Tidal Wave. And because it was purple and it sort of looks similar to Shockwave, they renamed him Shockwave. So here we have. And it's just what Tidal Wave was meant to be, but he was recoloured at the last minute in the show. They recoloured the toys, but they'd already made them, so we're going to have to sell them somehow. And you know what? Hasbro, I know what we'll do. He's got similar colours, and you know, we can sell him off as a new character. Can rip them everybody off. So that's what they did. They ripped everybody off. But it's such a great toy, I like having 2 of them. So yeah, another Shockwave. Now, here we go. Now, this is Energon Shockwave, I think. Or Galaxy Force Shockwave, what the hell he's called. But he's not Shockwave, is he? He's, it's Shockblast or a Laser Wave, because I think Hasbro, in their intense thickness again, lost the rights. Big surprise. And, alright, he's okay. He's got this problem that he's got this huge fat arm thing here, isn't he? I don't like it very much. It kind of ruins the toy in my opinion, but the face is kind of nice, look. I like it actually. You put this, take these bits out of the way. No, I can't really. Yeah, look, it's a good Shockwave-ish face, isn't it? I like the way the ears point out slightly. Gives it a bit of character. I'm not talking about the character of these, as I said. And all in all, I don't mind the toy. I'm not keen on the claw hand. There, that's all right. It's quite poseable, very well balanced. Look, because he's got as much foot at the back of his leg as at the front, so he balances very nicely. In actual fact, I really like this toy. I know, it goes against the grain, really, to say that, but yeah, if you were looking out for one to get, Laser Wave, or Shock Blaster, he's a really nice toy. And I actually quite like him. He transforms into God knows what, but I like it. Right, now we have the Alternator's Shockwave. And as we said, he doesn't bear much relevance to Shockwave, other than the fact he has the right base and head again, which is fine, and the gun barrel arm. Nice toy. We all know about them. It's the same transformation and vehicle mode as Jazz. But I like Jazz. I like Shockwave. I like the variant of the alternators, so I like the toy. And the last one we've got here is Animated. Now, Animated Shockwave differs somewhat in the other two in the sense that he has an alt personality, or he's a double agent. Long Arms here is Autobot counterpart. Now, he's very trusted, very well respected Autobot, Long Arm. And he is infiltrated into the Autobot ranks, and he's letting Megatron know everything that's going on. Because, you know, he's a spy, he's a double agent, blah, blah, blah. But he doesn't work at all for the Autobots. He's not like Double Dealer. He's not working for himself. He, yet again, is purely and utterly logical, and he's purely and utterly backing Megatron for the time being, because the character really hasn't had that much depth or scope into it yet. Because I haven't seen Season 2 yet, so I don't know how it progresses. So I'm only going by what I've seen on Season 1, and I'll say he's very reminiscent of Generation 1 Shockwave. I don't like the claw hand bit, I like the long arm toy. I'm going to show you the varying modes at the beginning, just so you know, but I'm obviously going to display him as Shockwave. I must admit, the nice touch I like here is he pivots around to be an Autobot, which is nice. And it's not like Double Dealer, this one. Double Dealer, I said Double Dealer, didn't I? I meant Punch Counter Punch, because Punch Counter Punch has got some sort of mental problem. He can't make up who he is. This guy has no such qualms. He knows exactly who he is. And fortunately, his cover's almost blown once by Bumblebee, but Bumblebee accuses Wasp of being the traitor, so he gets away scot-free again. But I won't ruin the show if you haven't seen it, or the progressing story arc. Needless to say, a very nice animated toy. I haven't actually found any of the animated toys I'm not that keen on yet. I kind of like them all, actually. Anyway, that's a quick rundown of Shockwave. Look out for them all except for the Action Master is all I can say. And that's me at Starscream saying take care before I run out of time, and see you out there.
Make Megatron proud, Guardian.
Asshole.
I heard that.
Whoops.